Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Beautiful Saturday. Today we're going to talk about legacy. So, welcome back. As a lot of you know, who know me, I'm a former soldier in the Army. I served in the Army for 10 years. And when I moved over here to Switzerland following my then wife, who works for an international organization here near Geneva. But after we had children and my son got to a certain age, and my daughter, I tried to get her into Girl Scouting, but political situation around here at the time wouldn't allow it because it's an organization that plays politics. But anyway, sadly at that time I wasn't able to get her into the BSA, which today she would be able to have joined. Thank goodness. Anyway, but my son got involved because I wanted to expose him to first of all, to leadership and to learning more about leadership. And I was hoping that I could expose him to more adults who could also help guide him along with other boys in a leadership route, you know. And so it comes back to, you know, as adults, those of us who are parents, and for other adults, even if you're not a parent, you could be a school teacher, you could be, you know, anybody, you know, get involved with the youth because they are our legacy, okay? You know, I worked with lots of young boys, helping them to grow, learn through camping and through the Scout Way. And then afterwards, I worked with a lot of youth in the camping experience also, try to help guide them in that direction. And I'm still in contact with a lot of these young men who are now even fathers themselves now. And I'm so proud of them. You know, they've done so well. And they're continually growing, you know. And but that they are the legacy that their parents and that I've tried to leave behind. No, people, you know, 100 years from now, or even tomorrow, no one's going to know who I am. And for me, that's not a big problem. That doesn't bother me whatsoever because I'm not doing this for someone to slap me on the back. And I'm definitely not slapping myself on the back. But what I'm doing this for is that next generation is going to stand up and is going to lead and is going to do great things, whether it is in they're just being a great father or mother, or being a great uncle or aunt, or in business, or a leader in scouting, maybe a good, you know, great soldier or policeman or fireman or doctor or lawyer or anything, you know, even a great plumber. Okay. And by the way, I wish I was a plumber. Or just great in sales. You know, that contact with people, leaving their own legacy with people. Okay. It's something that I work when I'm with other people, you know, whom I'm teaching or who I'm working with or even selling stuff to. I try to build a relationship with them, not just because I want to continue selling with them, but because, you know, you want to do the right thing and you want to help people and and so that they can achieve whatever goals that they have. I'm no one special. I'm no one big in industry or anything like that. I'm just a little guy, very, very little guy, in a big body. And I'm just trying to do what I feel is right. And I think that's important for all of us as adults and for this next generation. We see what's going on. We see what's going on. And even I'm dealing with it on a personal level with what's going on, how the schools are just guiding educating our kids in a different direction. Listen, I educated my own kids, you know, and so did my wife at the time. She educated our kids, you know, and they had a really good, solid, sound education. The same that you know, very similar to one I grew up with, you know, and the ones that my parents grew up with and so on. Okay. But we did, and we brought friends in to help us, because we have close friends who also had children. So we all worked together, I've been called Uncle Mike for many, many years by even my adult colleagues, call me Uncle Mike, and I go with it. Okay. It sounds good. It's okay for me. It's just a name, but I want to do what's right. And I think that we all need to strive to do what's right. And we see how kids are getting educated in schools today by people who have an agenda. I have an agenda too. My agenda is for our future, and that it's a positive future, and that we have the right people leading that. And we want everybody to be involved. We want to educate and help everybody to learn, to care for other people, to care for me. I'm also a progressive. I'm not someone who's stuck in the back, and this week we've seen several things happen within the United States, like Roe versus Wade, that's basically gone away, and according to our Constitution, our laws, this is fine. I'm happy with the government not being involved in my sex life, in my personal life, in how I educate my kids, and everybody should feel the same way. The government should not be involved in this, okay? But it's also done the right thing, and it's brought the decision-making process closer to us at the state level. Personally, I think it can even go closer, okay? It can go down to the county and parish level, as far as I'm concerned, and I don't agree with abortion, but I do understand that there's a necessity in certain situations and certain aspects. The question, the answer to this is not abortion, but education on how to not get in trouble in the first place, okay? And I think that's what we're missing here, is how not to get in trouble in the first place. I know people who got in trouble, okay? And but they still worked it out, and they still made it. And I have family members to prove it, whom I love very dearly, and lots of respect for, and they're also parents now. And seeing them as parents is even better, because the education that they received at home from my family, other family members, their parents and grandparents and uncles and aunts, has really shown a light on them, and so that's why the actions a lot of people take because out of selfishness, I would say. I understand you have a life planned out for you, this kind of stuff. Well, concentrate on that life that you have planned out for yourself, and less on the other things. I was also young. I also did stupid things when I was young. But I didn't have any kids before the fact. Would I have fought to be the father of those kids? Heck yeah, I would have. Even though it would have been detrimental probably to my future life. It was a decision that I made the moment that I decided that I wanted to do what I had done. Okay. Anyway, listen. Be the legacy. Leave a legacy. Don't be the legacy. Okay. Leave a legacy. Do what's right. You don't need a pat on the back for doing what's right. And raise your kids in a good, wholesome way, okay? To respect themselves, firstly, and to respect others. The old adage that you can't expect to love somebody else if you don't love yourself. That goes the same with respect, okay? You're not going to respect somebody else if you don't respect yourself, okay? And, yeah. Listen, I want to thank all of you for watching this crazy little video. And please think about these things, I said, I respect others. I respect their decision-making process. I may not agree with it, but I respect it. But I just hope that others can respect me for feeling the way I feel also, okay? I'm not a misogynist. I love women. I have a stepmother and a mother. I have sisters and grandmothers, aunts, okay, cousins, a wife, an ex-wife, whom I still respect very much because she's still a really good mother, and she's still a very smart woman, and I can say woman because that's what she is. And I have a beautiful and very smart daughter and there you go. So I do love, and I hope to have a, grandbaby someday, but I'm not in a hurry, because even though I would love to have some now, I know that would affect my daughter and my son's future. They're not really ready yet, I don't think. But if it happened, you know what? I would stand up and be a grandfather and do everything I could to support her, okay? And support him. So that's what's important. Take responsibility, be responsible, think before your actions. And then if all that fails, stand up and be an adult, okay? Whether you're a man or a woman. And be an adult and have some compassion in your heart, because someone had compassion for you many years ago. And you wouldn't be able to have this debate if that person didn't want you. May God bless you. Take care of yourselves. And I hope to hear from you in the comments, bad or good. I'm here, okay? And please give a thumbs up. And if you don't like it, give a thumbs down. But I'd appreciate a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Share this video, because I'm going to share it with you. I'm going to put it on Facebook. And I hope to hear back from you. I'll see you in a future video. You guys take care of yourselves and have a pleasant weekend. Take care. Bye.